All right, let's go here. Yeah, we're on day 7. So far, we got a record of 26 and 13, which is, I'm not gonna lie, frankly, not that great. It's a little disappointing. But yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. I mean, yesterday we tried Raigeki Break. I wasn't really a big fan, although I don't feel like I drew a lot. Like it's hard to test cards in decks like this because a lot of times, like if you add a spell or trap to the deck, you never draw it, and you just mill it off a reasoning or something, and then you don't really know if it's good. But yeah, I think we'll try it one more day, and we'll see how it goes. As far as the side goes, yeah, we never really got to test like some of the side cards either. Um, but yeah, let's just get started here. Let's just get started. All right, all right. Let's see how this goes. So our opponent's kind of highish rated. Oh my god, this is a pretty horrible hand. This is a terrible hand. I mean, I suppose it could be worse, but oh my god. I It's hard to really do anything about this. Like no matter how you build Reasoning Gate, there's not really much of a way around this issue, which is that um I just like drew all my Reasoning Gate targets, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like I'm just gonna lose because my hand is like 10 bricks. My hand is just like actually 10 bricks. Well, I mean, I don't have 10 cards in hand, but you know what I mean. I mean, there's definitely some stuff we could top deck that would make it good. Like a graceful charity would be really nice. Graceful charity would definitely be sweet. I mean, what can this monster be? I guess like probably a Dekochi. Yeah, it's a Dekochi. I don't know. Luckily, my opponent isn't really doing that much. So yeah, this game is definitely it's winnable. It's winnable for sure. I don't know. I'm gonna give this a shot. All right. And then I'm just gonna swing. Opponent's got 3 darks and a light. The BLS is like a lot better than Sork. Um, so yeah, the meta into Torrential was kind of nice last turn because it put a dark in our grave and it like cleared some monsters. Let's try this. If our opponent has book, I think we just lose. I don't know, I'm just gonna set a back row to player on Dust Shoot. I have 2 cards in hands. Yeah, so our opponent has like 5 cards to our 3. Does he have lethal? No, he does not have lethal. So what's a set monster? I mean, it's not Takochi. Let's see. So we can get Jinzo, Blowback, or Air Knight. Uh... I have a Monster Gate in my hand. So it's like... I can either just banish the tribe. I think my opponent's set monster is a Night Assailant, though. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's most likely what it is. If it was a spy, I think he would have just flipped it and attacked for 12. It could also be a Faith that he just wanted to leave in defense, but I don't think that's very likely, especially since the Faith is already gone. So this monster is probably Night Assailant. And if I just banish the tribe and say go, all he has to do is flip Night Assailant, have any monster, and kill me. So I think we're just going to banish this set monster. Okay, it was a Faith. It was a Faith. Okay. Alright, well, there is no way we were getting out of that. Our hand was actually very bad, and we still almost played out of it. I mean, to me, it's like, this might sound weird, but like sometimes I win a game and conclude the matchup is bad, and other times I lose a game and conclude the matchup is good. And it has to do with like how good I drew relative to my opponent. Like my opponent drew a lot better than me that game, and we still almost won. Which is kind of crazy. I mean, the ring was definitely very clutch. If he didn't have that ring, there is a decent shot we could play out of that. But it's like my opening hand that game was Crane, D-Mock. And that is like just such a horrible opening hand to have, because those are like your 3 best Reasoning Gate hits, right? And there's not a lot you can do about that. I mean, there did used to be like some Reasoning Gate builds that would play like Reload, which, I mean, I'm not playing Reload, but it's not horrible, right? I can see why some people did like to play it. Because Reload is like the only way to get you out of that situation. This is not a great hand either. I mean, it's better than my last hand, but it's still not very good. Yeah, I mean, again, it is frustrating. It's like my hand is not totally awful, but if my opponent is starting off with like a freaking, +2 or whatever, it's gonna be tough. Like it's gonna be tough to beat Thunder Dragon Pot Graceful with this hand because this hand's a little slow. To be honest, I don't know why he didn't just set Spy. I would have just set Spy and hit for more damage if I were him. Yeah, I mean, my hand is just still bricks, so we'll say go. Malice Torrential here, it's effectively a 1-for-1. Our opponent hasn't used his normal summon. I mean, I guess he's just gonna get Faith, right? Get Faith, set Faith. I mean, he can get Sinister too, but yeah, I think Faith is like a lot better. Okay. Breaker is the kind of card you can side out potentially. Because, like, everything, all of our back rows are chainable to Breaker. There's not, like, a single one that Breaker actually just straight up kills. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't know why he didn't just set the Faith. If he just set Faith during his last turn, I feel a lot worse about our position here. He also didn't attack a goat, which is an interesting choice. Well, our opponent sees our hand, so you guys can see it too. Yeah, imagine you send back Sork or Jinzo. So we actually kind of have an interesting decision here. With two back rows, I was probably not gonna pre. But now that there's only one back row to worry about, I might. Yeah, I mean, it's a risky play. Most likely this is not going to work. Most likely he's going to have a Raigeki break or like a Mirror Force or something. But I'm basically gambling that, there's maybe, I don't know, maybe, 30% chance his back row is like a Jar Read, and then if his back row isn't anything, we get a nice payoff here. Oh, let me make sure I shuffled. I thought I did. Hold on. Oh, I did shuffle my deck. Okay. Alright, we'll just say go. Yeah, we're just gonna pass priority here. Torrential and Ring are both gone, which is like pretty good to know. I didn't think he had Solemn. I could have tributed for Jinzo there. I don't know. I guess that's just a punt on my part. Uh, yeah, that's just a punt. Like, if we just tribute for Jinzo, then we just have game. Yeah, that's my fault. I assume that most of these decks don't play Solemn, so I just decided not to play around it, but there was really no reason not to. Yeah, we just lose. Yeah, we just lose here. Yeah, we'll just rematch this guy. Man, my hand is just awful again. Like every single game, my hand is just like 5 bricks. It's it's so frustrating. You know, it's not like I've never played this deck before. I play this deck all the time. But I swear, it's like every time I stream it, my hand is just like 10 bricks. First time in 3 games we've like actually drawn our reasoning. He called 4, which I don't think is the level you should call here. I think you have to call 8. Yeah, I mean, I can't just get a decent flip. I can't just get a decent flip. That's too much to ask for, apparently. Um, yeah, we'll just go. I'm doing it in this order in case, like, my opponent has Knight Assailant. Alright, luckily the duo just does nothing. Yeah, I mean, this is winnable, actually. Like, my opponent basically has to out two monsters, one of which is a blowback. I mean, the blowback is very strong. If he duos, he goes down to 51. I mean, that's a one. I would have just gotten back upstart if I were him, if I'm being totally honest. I mean, you can do it's close. It's close, but I think drawing a card is probably better. Well, that tribe is just actually disgusting. Tribe and Snatch are basically the two best cards he could have had here. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, we'll just crash and yeah, hope to draw something good. Our opponent has 6 cards. One of them is Dekochi and one of them is the Thunder Dragon. And we have no cards in hand. I know you guys can't see, but we have no cards in hand. It's torrential here. Yeah, my hand has just been absolute ass in all of these games. Like, we've played 3 games and basically just drawn, like, no gas in all 3 of those games. Yeah, I mean, it's so gross. It's so gross. Like, we should not be getting, like, destroyed this hard. I mean, this hand is okay, I guess. This hand is, I don't know. It's definitely better than my last 3 hands, but it's, I mean, it's not, I don't know what the word is. We'll see. It depends on what he does. Depends on what he does. Yeah, I mean, obviously my opponent just has Thunder Dragon Trinity Piece every single game. Well, that draw kind of made things. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, he should probably be calling 8 here. Oh, he called 4, and he's probably just going to get it right. Like a Jinzo would be really nice here. Yeah, I think we'll just target the monster. Because if it's a Faith, we want to kill it. If it's a Spy, we want to kill it. Basically, like, any monster here is kind of like a high value target. Yeah, I mean, again, it's like we've just it's I tell you, it's so gross. Like we just flip we've just flipped tails on all of our blowbacks. Like never resolved the blowback against this guy. And can't like mill actual spells either. I mean, that's the other thing that's just so ridiculous. Like both of our reasonings milled 0 cards. If we add reasoning and activate it, he's gonna call 4 again, and he's almost guaranteed to get it correctly. Yeah, we'll just do this, I guess. I don't know, maybe reasoning would have been better, even if he gets it correctly. Oh, we'll just get Defusion. My opponent's just not saying anything in chat. Okay. Alright, now we'll just meta for Gatling. Surely at some point we have to flip some heads, right? Are you kidding me? Alright, we flipped 1 heads. I mean, you know what they say. I mean, 1 heads is better than 0. Okay, well. I mean, we can lose. Our opponent can, like, drop a Chaos Monster. He can play Snatch. I mean, I guess he can just play Tribe again. We got 3 machines in play. We've got 3 machines in play. Tribe would be pretty gross. If he went, like, Tribe BLS, like, I guess we just lose to that. Yeah, I mean, of course he has Tribe. If he has just Chaos Monster, we go to 21, and we could still activate Dimension Fusion. Alright, getting back Spy doesn't really matter. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, yes, Tribe Snatch meta. Like, this is actually just really silly. Every single time I make a board, he just has the exact perfect out. Yeah, and now he just has Raigeki Break too. Like, he just had, like, the perfect sequence of cards, like, every single game. It is incredibly frustrating. Because, like, if we draw, like, halfway decent, and our opponent doesn't have the absolute nuts, like, it is just such a free matchup. And yet, like, I mean, again, I made the board. I'm like, well, if my opponent has Tribe plus, like, a bunch of good cards, I lose. And of course, he has, like, Tribe plus a bunch of good cards. And it's not like he drew his entire deck or anything. He still had 29 cards left in his deck, but the 11 cards that he drew were, I mean, really not even 11 cards, because 2 of them were Thunder Dragons. Or 3 of them were Thunder Dragons. So he saw 8 cards out of the whole match, and they were, like, Tribe Snatch meta. I mean, he could have had other stuff. He could have had, like, Tribe DLS. That would have been good, too. But it is highly frustrating. I mean, game 2, we just punted. You know, game 2 of match 1, we did just punt, to be fair. Oh, this hand is, like, okay. I mean, it depends on what my opponent's start is. Yeah, I mean, if he just has Thunder Dragon and that's it, I'm not really too worried. Okay, my hand's not too bad. My hand's pretty decent, actually. Hmm. Yeah, let's go set. I was just doing draw go. Alright. Oh. Um. Yeah, because he went. Hold on. Yeah, my opponent's trying to argue that he was going to dust shoot in my end phase when I clearly hadn't ended at the time that he flipped it face up. I'm trying to explain to him that DB has lag. Like, it's again, my opponent's sharking. I'm just gonna let him shark. Like, I don't have time for this. I really don't have time for this. But my opponent is being ridiculous, where it's like he he clicks dust shoot, I clicked end, and then he goes, "No, you're locked into ending your turn." Like, that's not how it works. And then now he's just going like AFK in the chat, and he's refusing to play while there's no judges online. I mean, this is what I hate about Dueling Book. All right, as long as he doesn't have like Tribe here, we're good. Tribe is like the only card I'm worried about. Or is there a Priest? I mean, this is just so silly. I have just had like the actual worst luck today. I'm in an amazing position. I have a bunch of monster gates in my hand. The only thing I'm losing to is like Heavy Storm into Tribe or Azura, and he just has it every time. It is. I am extremely frustrated. And he just has MST for my second goats. Like, he actually just has the straight up perfect cards the entire game. Okay, he even just has pre to kill me, cause why not? It is incredibly silly. It is incredibly. My opponent basically sharks me on the dust shoot, where he goes, "Oh no, my intent was to dust shoot in my end phase." No, it wasn't. We all know it wasn't. And then he has heavy into Azura, into MST, into pre to attack me for game. I mean, it is. I swear, it's like I have had the actual shittiest luck today. I mean, at least this time I have you know, I have a realish hand. And I'm sure this time he'll just, well, we'll see. I mean, people just can't have the nuts every single game, can they? I mean, let's be real. They can't have the nuts every single game. Why would you even have Zing Zhen Hu? That doesn't even make sense. Alright, that's not really a big deal. Zaborg does nothing against me either. Oh, the duo is really good, though. I have, like, 3 really good cards in my hand. 2 of them are not good. Yeah, he's dead almost no matter what happens here. So this is a 1 out of 4, or no, it's yeah, no matter what level he calls, no matter what level he calls and whether he gets it right or wrong, he's just dead, I'm pretty sure. If Disgraceful just draws us any dark monster, he's dead. So he has Zing Zenhu. That's actually kind of important to keep in mind. We don't really want to like set 2 back rows unless they're chainable. He has Kaiku, and he has Azura Big Bang Shot. I think we probably just want to like side in Mirror Force, if I'm being totally honest. Like, I don't think we want the mind control that much. Because, like, Mirror Force is good against, like, Azura and Kaiku. I mean, those are both pretty relevant cards. I mean, I guess Mirror Force is kind of, like, bad against Xing Zenhu, you could perhaps argue, but I don't know. I mean, the Xing Zenhu is probably only a one of, but I will try my best to play around it. Yeah, I'll just Mirror Force him. Yeah, buys us a little time. Buys us a little time. Alright, that's fine. What are his back rows? What are his back rows? So it's interesting. I have Trunade in hand, but I also have Premature Burial. And I'm trying to think, like, how I should sort of sequence my cards this turn. We definitely want to do something this turn. Because I have a Reasoning, and he could, like, call the Reasoning. Maybe he calls the Reasoning correctly. And then I pre the monster, and... let me think. We have 5 Reasoning hits. Yeah, Yeah. I'm gonna go for the riskier play. The sort of higher risk, high reward play. And he called 4, which... I don't know. I don't think I would have called 4 here, because Crane doesn't seem like a threat when your board is like Kaiku 2 back rows. But, you know, maybe he calls this Reasoning correctly. Alright, he has Raigeki Break. Yeah, I know what Raigeki Break does. Does he have like a second Raigeki Break? I don't know. I mean, he discarded Sinister, because I have Snatch, so now things get interesting, because, like... You know, he discarded Sinister. And I'm just gonna banish the Sinister, but not the Spy. And we'll say go. This might be a bad play, but it is what it is. Yeah. Oh my god! My opponent just keeps having just the absolute perfect cards. I'm just gonna chain this, so I just only want to take 17. I don't want to take the full 21. Yeah, and I would be dead here if I didn't chain the ring. Yeah, I can't do anything. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, we should not be losing those. We should not be losing those at all. I mean, I probably should have just gone Trunade before I went pre. I got too greedy. I mean, the way I did it wasn't terrible either, because it worked out in such a way that we snatched the Kaiku and banished the Sinister. Let me make sure I'm live. For some reason, I've gotten no chatters all day. Okay, I am. For some reason, my chat wasn't showing up. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't see all you guys chatting. I don't know why we had that issue. Sorry, guys. I wasn't ignoring you. I just genuinely did not see your chats. But after a certain period of time passed, I was like, you know, I started to wonder what happened. Oh, did my opponent double summon? Someone said double summon Tiger. I don't know. Oh, this hand is not good. This hand, I mean, it could be worse. This hand's like a... I'd give this like a 4 out of 10. It's a little worse than average, but it's not like totally unplayable. Now I have 7. Here's the thing, guys. Like, I swear to God, I stream, and I show my hand, and my opponent stream snipes, and then the whole chat goes, "Oh, you're such an idiot. Why don't you cover your hand?" And then I stream and cover my hand, and people go, "Why are you covering your hand?" It's like, what do you want me to do? Like, seriously. Because when I don't cover my hand, and I get stream sniped, the whole chat goes, "You're an idiot. You should be covering your hand." So it's like, again, it's like, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want from me. Every time, whether I show my hand or don't show my hand, there's always some idiot who wants me to do the opposite. And it's so goddamn frustrating. And it's like, you know, people will watch streams of, you know, GOAT format tournaments, right? Like, if there's a GFC, both players' hands are covered, and no one goes, "Oh, you should stream and show one of the players' hands." They could do that, right? I mean, they could easily do that if they wanted to, but they don't, because they understand that people, you know, they understand that people want to, you know, they want to preserve the integrity of the games. And again, the thing with the hand is, if you want to see after the game the decisions that I had, you can very easily say, hey, can we watch the replay after? And I've done that before. I've done that before. We're on stream. I'll go, okay, the match is over. Let's go look at the replay. See if we could have done anything different. See if our opponent could have done anything different. And that's just not good enough for people for some reason. They're like, oh no, I can't wait 5 minutes after the game's over to see what you had. I have to see what you have right this second. So it's like, I try to do a fair compromise. I really do. To me, that seems like a totally fair compromise, where I don't show the hands, and then after the game, if people want to see the hands, I'll replay the match, and we can see the hands. I think that's, like, entirely reasonable. But I don't know, apparently not for some people. Our opponent appears to be on goat control. Our opponent has 8 cards in hands. Alright, I'm just gonna go for a big play here. Probably not gonna work, but, you know, we started pretty far behind. So at a certain point, I just kind of feel like, yeah, what choice do we have? Well, that's a good one. That is a good one. Oh, what do we get back? I have pre in my hands. I mean, I guess let's get back heavy, right? I mean, gate feels not that great. Dimension fusion doesn't feel that great. I don't know. I think heavy is really the only option. Okay, I mean, oh my god. Yeah, I mean, of course, I get into DMOC to put myself into perfect range for Ring to just kill me. Oh my god. It has been such a horrible day. It just seems like every time I go for a play, my opponent has just always had the perfect out to whatever my play is. I don't really like Raigeki break in this matchup, I think. I like Token Thanksgiving, and I think that's about it. Yeah, I mean, again, if you want to see after the game, like, hey, in this spot, like, I want to see what your hand was, so that, you know, I can find maybe something very... Okay, fine. You know, if you want to watch this match after it's over, we can watch the match after it's over. Berserk Gorilla? Is this real life? Yeah, and he has to attack. Should have just put 3 goats into play. It's not like he has a choice to leave them all. My rating's like 5.5. Hmm. My opponent's at 9,000. I don't think we're killing him. I guess I'll just meta and like start trying to poke for 2000. I mean, this seems like a pretty low risk play, right? I mean, he can activate his own goats. That would probably be good. Yeah, let's say go. I feel like it's been so rare since I've gone like goats meta in this deck. Like I play 3 goats and 2 meta, and for some reason it just seems like I never draw them together. My opponent's at 7,000. If I attack, what's the worst thing that can happen? I don't know. I mean, I guess he could Mirror Force, but if he Mirror Forces, I think I'm just cool with it. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave all the goats. This is a very interesting decision point. Let's see. My, uh... I don't know. I think I'm just gonna play it safe. I'm gonna play it safe. If I just draw like a couple more cards. Alright. I don't know if I will be able to kill my opponent or not. Flipping heads would be nice. There's one heads. Alright. MST would be like a lot better than Trunade in this spot, but I don't want to take any risks. I really just want to clear the back row. D-Mock might be sick, but Crane is fine too. And, yeah, what is Token Thanksgiving? That's why I left all the goats, because, like, I just had Token Thanksgiving. I kind of wish, like, my board had ended up being a little better. Like, I kind of wish we'd had, I don't know, like an Air Knight or something. Like an Air Knight or a D-Mock or something like that. But this is fine. I can't really complain. I mean, keep in mind, we're at 12,000. And yes, I still do money matches. I won't do money matches for, like, some silly amount of money, like $10. Because, like, the amount of time that it takes me to, like, set up a time, find a judge, whatever. Like, it's not worth, like, $10, right? Like, if you want to play me for, like, $500 or $300, great, but I'm not, like, going to, like, you know, carve out time and find a judge just to win, like, $10, $20. He discarded Upstart. That's interesting. Because I feel like here, if he upstarts, me being at, like, 13k isn't really that different from being at 12k, right? Like, it's kind of all the same shit. Why didn't I activate Ring? Because I don't want to kill my own monster. So no matter what level he calls here, he has a 1 out of 4 chance of calling Reason correctly. He called 8, which is what he should be calling, to be fair. This is risky. I mean, I'm in a very desperate situation here, so my plan is hope my opponent doesn't have Mirror Force. That's the entire plan. Hope my opponent does not have Mirror Force. Okay, he just conceded. I mean, sometimes he's going to have the Mirror Force there, but again, it's like my opponents just can't get lucky every game, right? Like at some point, they've got to not have they got to not have the card. Yeah, I mean, Token Thanksgiving was pretty good there. That was like a pretty decent Token Thanksgiving. And it's nice because, I mean, there it didn't matter, but sometimes Token Thanksgiving can be used to clear your own goat so you can make a bigger board. I mean, that's kind of the nice thing about the card. I don't think there's anything else, though, that we should really side. But, like, I actually think Goat Control is a much better matchup for this deck than Chaos Control, because Chaos Control can make Balters a lot more easily than Goat Control can. And that is, like, hugely, hugely relevant. Especially with this build. I'm playing kind of like a slower build of Reasoning Gate. So, if you're playing like a slow combo deck, Balter is very strong. This hand is okay. My opponent sits a monster. I'm not really worried about this monster that much. Spirit Reaper was about the only thing I was worried about. Because I don't have anything to stop it. Oh, and he hit the best card in my hand. He hit the best card in my hands. Oh, this is so gross. If he hit any other card than the Reasoning. Yeah, I just can't do anything about this Spirit Reaper. Like, I just straight up cannot do anything. I have never played Sinister in Reasoning Gate. Sinister is among the worst cards you can play in Reasoning Gate. Like, you would almost be better off playing Karibo in Reasoning Gate, because at least it's a dark that's good in the mirror. This idea that, oh, I'm gonna, like, gate my Sinister, add my Sinister back, and, like, gate it again is an absolute fantasy. And yeah, I can't do anything about this Reaper. He's just gonna discard a card every turn. If I had the Reasoning, I would be able to do stuff, but because he doesn't have the because I don't have the Reasoning, my hand is just all bricks. And at this point, I don't care what he discards, because my hand is a bunch of awful cards anyways. Yeah, I just still can't do anything. I'm just gonna take Reaper hits every turn. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm not saying play Karibo and Reasoning. I'm just using a comparison to point out why Sinister is not very good. And yeah, we're just gonna lose because he's just gonna discard my whole hand. At least now I can actually set my hand. Okay, well, apparently he's just gonna discard my entire hand. This is incredibly silly. This is extremely silly. I mean, at least now I can actually set my whole hand, but... Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just wish I could do anything at all. Just being able to do anything at all would be nice. Yeah. Let me guess. Now he's gonna Heavy Storm me. I don't know. I suppose if I just draw, like, the perfect cards for, like, the next 10 turns, maybe somehow I can win. But it doesn't seem likely. It does not seem likely, because next turn he can just kill all my goats. And yeah, now it's like, well, I can't really do much. Oh, yeah, I'm just drawing bricks, bricks, bricks. I mean, I could just start drawing really good cards. I mean, it's not... I mean, I'm probably not going to win, but I don't think my odds are zero, right? Like, my odds of winning are basically zero, but they're not actually zero. I'd say, like, I got a 1% chance to win here. I mean, at this point, him having, like, 12 cards in hand is no different from having 10 cards in hand, right? It's kind of all the same shit. He's attacking in the wrong order. when your opponent could have goat set, you should always attack with your highest attack monsters first. It's kind of like the opposite of how you play against Gores. I mean, if I top deck Monster Gate and then Monster Gate into Demock, it's possible. Again, I'm not saying it's likely, but it is possible. If I just top deck a Monster Gate and go Monster Gate into Demock, it's winnable. Or if I like Monster Gate into a Crane, and then the Crane draws me something really good, like. This is just probably gonna get MST'd. Okay, he does not have MST. I don't know. This could be winnable. I need to take a moment to really consider what I should get back. I mean, we can get True Nade. The problem with getting True Nade is that I don't have anything else to pre, right? It's not like I can True Nade into some sick play. Uh... I think I'm just gonna get pot. If you win, I stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, that is a pretty good reward for winning this game, I'm not gonna lie. That's definitely a really solid reward. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to pull it off. Oh. Well, I'm at 800, so we're not activating Pre or Brain or another Dimension Fusion. Our opponent is very likely to have Goat set. I don't know. I feel like no matter what we get, it's going to be kind of tough. I can go meta into Gatling. Yeah, he does have Delinquent. That's a good point. because I have heavy set. And he's gonna probably chain goats. I'm just thinking, like, okay, and then what, right? Like, we heavy, he chains goats. He has, you know, good follow-up, presumably. And what's our plan then? I'm probably either getting back, like, Pot or Graceful. We already normal summoned. I guess I'll just get back Graceful, right? He's just not activating goats? Alright, I hope just somehow we win. I hope to God somehow we win this game. I want to just punish him for not activating goats so badly. So badly. And we know the set monster's faith, right? We know for a fact the set monster's faith. I am just going to discard Sork, Snatch, activate Reasoning, and if he calls this Reasoning wrong, there is an actual chance we can win this game, if he calls it wrong. He called 4. Oh. If I, like, flipped an Air Knight off the Reasoning, he just would have been dead. If I had just flipped an Air Knight off the Reasoning, he would have been dead. But yeah, I got it in the wrong order. That's the problem. If the Air Knight and the Crane came in the other order, he would just be straight up dead. Right? If this just all happened in the other order, he would be dead. But now I'm probably just gonna lose, because all my opponent needs is basically, like, anything at all. Yeah, I mean, again, I had a chance to win, right? Like I said, there is a 1% chance to win, and I almost hit the 1%. Alright, yeah, we lose. Yeah, if the Crane and the Air Knight came in the other order, he was dead. I don't know why he didn't activate goats. Like, my opponent almost punted that game. There is actually, we had a 50-50 shot to win that game, because he called 4 on Reasoning. We had 4 targets in our decks. 2 of them were Cranes, and then we had Blowback and Air Knight. So he was very close to losing that game. He was very close to losing, but we've been on like a horrible unlucky streak today. Yeah, he like actually just tried to throw the game. He actually just tried to throw the game by not activating goats. And I really wanted to punish him so badly. Yeah, this hand is horrible. I don't know, maybe I'm just building my deck wrong, because I swear it's like, I feel like in such a large percentage of games, I'm just opening like all bricks. And my opponent has Spirit Reaper too. Oh, okay, well that made it better. That made it a lot better. We just top decked Graceful. Man, I just drew 3 and like none of the 3 cards were good at all. Oh, like none of the 3 cards were even good. All right, double dust is good. That's a really good start for him, going Reaper into double dust. It's definitely a very strong start. Oh, is he playing zombies? That's what it seems like. I mean, I see Reaper and Giant Rat, which to me means zombies. I hope he calls 4. Come on, call 4. Call 4. Alright, he called 4. And now that puts a light in our grave. Yeah, we'll just get rid of the Reaper. Alright, we might just out-card advantage him. I think I'm actually just going to try to out-card advantage this guy. I mean, we're actually up like 3 cards now. And there's not a lot he can really do. I mean, he can like draw Ryukoki, tribute Rat for Ryukoki, attack over the Sork, but that's about like the only play he has. We ought to be kind of careful. Because if we put the Sork in attack and hit him, like, that seems like, well, that's a good play. Problem is, if we do that, and he has Pyramid Turtle, he could just summon Pyramid Turtle and crash. And run over our guy. In this case, I think we can deal with it. Like, we're up so many cards that I think swinging for 23 at the risk of going -1 is an acceptable trade-off. But if we had, like, a few less cards, I would probably just leave the Sork in defense. But yeah, if at any point we top deck Dimension Fusion, it's going to be pretty good. Yes, you'd get back 3 guys, but we'd get back Crane and D-Mock. Yeah, I'm just going to keep swinging. He goes to 34, we're at 66. Yeah, I'm content. I'm content with our position here. I'm just gonna keep swinging. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. I mean, you're still taking 23, so I'm not complaining. Yeah, so he's at 11, we're at 43. I have Goat Set, so I'm feeling very safe. He just activated MST and didn't... Okay. Like, okay. You gotta actually tell me what you're targeting. Sure, why not? All right, so he's got 4 in hand. We've got 6 in hand. I know you guys can't see how many cards they have in hand, but we have 6. And I mean, all of them are semi-live, right? Like they're not horrible cards. Oh, that's good. Man, the Azura is so good. All right, he's already used his ring. He's trying to act like he has Torrential set. I mean, unfortunately, I can't do anything if he has Torrential. Alright, well, let's go Tribute for Jinzo, attack for game. Okay. The Azura actually scared the shit out of me. I thought I was just gonna lose because my opponent had Azura. Like, if he had just Torrentialed the Thousand Eyes, I would have been out of options, because my hand was Brain Snatch. So I'm like, I have Brain Snatch Goats. Anything my opponent does, we can just counter it. But not Azura. Not Azura. I've been playing against a lot of Azuras, I feel like. You don't see it too much in tournaments, but on ladder, I've been seeing a lot of Azura. We definitely want Mirror Force. We definitely want Mirror Force. Swords could be okay too. I mean, this is definitely the kind of matchup where you would want to side in Swords, right? So if Swords is in our side, it's got to come in now. It's got to come in now, because it's specifically these kinds of decks. You know, those are the reasons that we put in Swords. I mean, side against Swords, Mirror Force does make us a little more vulnerable to, like, Breaker Heavy. But, yeah, we'll see how the Swords does. Okay, he's got a turtle. Alright, he kept in cross out. Good job. Great play. Great play, buddy. Nice nobleman across out. Yeah, I really want to draw a card. The card that I drew did not really help. Let's see how this goes. You can't activate Book of Life, so that's not a concern. Does he have Snatch Reaper? Does he actually have Snatch Reaper? Oh no, just Snatch Ryukoki. That's fine then. Alright, we're just gonna clear whatever this back row is. It's his own Heavy Storm. Now we have decisions, I guess. Hold on, let me think. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. He's actually dead here. Yeah, because we go Meta Arcane for Darkfire Dragon, Tribute Darkfire Dragon for Blowback, Special Summon Sork, banishing the Darkfire that we just put in our grave, Snatch, attack for game. That was all our cards. We had no cards left after that. That was a quick one. That was a quick one. And it's funny, I don't think Zombies is, like, that great of a matchup. Like, I think it's roughly like 50-50. I think it's like a 50-50 match. Oh, this hand is... Yeah, this hand's good. This hand's good. We gotta watch out for the Dust, though. Like, we know he plays at least 2 Dust Tornadoes main deck. So it's like, this is gonna seem crazy, but what I'm actually gonna do is I'm just gonna play around Dust Tornado by just activating this goat straight up. Now, we get punished by Azura, but I assume he plays more MSTs and Dusts than he plays Azura Priests. So we're just gonna say go. Again, we can definitely get punished for this play. But, yeah, I'd rather just... Okay, he has the Azura. I mean, you know, I play the odds. You know, the odds didn't go in my favor. I don't think he mains multiple Azura Priests, let's be honest here. Alright. Please call 4. Please call 4. Please call 4. 4, 4, 4. Oh, he called 6. Ah, this guy's good. This guy's good. Oh, I'm a sicko. I wish I would have milled more cards, though. That's the only thing. I guess I'll just get back Reasoning. Well, he called 6. He called 6. If I activate Reasoning, he's going to call 6 again. Man, he's making it look like he's got, like, a set Mirror Force or something. I don't know. I think I'm just still going to get back Reasoning. He's got to call 6 again, right? Yeah, he called 6 again, which makes sense. I guess I'll just Monster Gate the... What am I gonna Monster Gate, actually? No, I think we Monster Gate the BLS. If we get a Jinzo here, he's just dead. And I didn't... I had a 50-50 shot to get Crane versus Jinzo. Did I normal? Oh, I did normal. I normal summoned Crane. I don't care. I think there's a decent chance he has Mirror Force here, but I'm just still gonna go for game. Come on, don't slow roll me. Oh, he just scooped. I thought there was a pretty decent chance he had Mirror. Just because he was calling 6 on all our reasonings. But I guess the set was like Dust Tornado there. Winning game 1 is nice. Winning game 1 is nice. Yeah, I think we'll just do the same side again. I don't know if I like Trunade in this matchup very much. Because he doesn't really like set a lot of threatening back rows. I mean, I guess Trunade has synergy with swords, and I'm siding in swords. We'll leave the one Trunade in. I don't know. Maybe I should side out Monster Reincarnation, because like he has like Book of Life to get rid of some of our good Monster Reincarnation targets. And he also might have Kaiku post side. Maybe I should have like left in one upstart, sided out Monster Reincarnation. Don't hit my Pot of Greed. Do not hit my Pot of Greed. Alright, he got the Sacred Crane. I don't know why he's putting Rat in attack, only because he has to realize I don't play Crossout, obviously. So it's like one of those things where like, I could very well end up dropping a Sork turn 1 and banishing his Rat, whereas if he set the Rat, that wouldn't happen. Alright, so the pre replaces itself. We got Reasoning. So we'll just activate that. Alright, he's calling 6 a lot. If this goes to game 3, I think I'm just going to side one of the 6s out. Okay. Yeah, and now he's just dead. Because he flipped Ring right away, which just makes this a lot easier. So yeah, we're just gonna massively punish this guy for this Ring play. Yeah, he realizes he's dead. Because even if we flip the blowback wrong, the Sork banishes the Rat, and then we're swinging for 55. He should not Ring right away there. He should definitely not Ring right away. But yeah, our hands were very strong both of those games. Like, I know it's easy to say, like, oh, our opponent's playing zombies, we just won because it's like a tier 3 deck. But no, we didn't win because it's a tier 3 deck. We won because our hands were really good. opponent's playing 41 cards. This hand is probably average. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It kind of depends on what he does. Oh, he's just activating his own reasoning. I'll just call level 4. You should not do this, by the way. This is like, you know, a pretty horrible play for our opponent because he can't do anything. He set a monster. I mean, I guess that's probably Crane. Yeah, I mean, I assume this is either like a Crane or a Fusler. Okay, well, we draw a card, get some value. Let me think. I'm thinking of just going call in the draw phase. Yeah, I won't. The reason to call in the draw phase is because if he goes like Churnade, I can't chain call on Demok and resolve Demok's effect, right? That's not how that works. But I had like Crane in the grave anyway, so I wasn't like super worried. So if he Trunade there, he could just like chain call on Crane, like draw a card. Here I think we just want Graceful. I mean, these decks usually don't play. They usually don't play like Mirror Torrential, but our opponent's playing kind of like a weird list. So like I'm not entirely sure. I drew pot. Problem is I don't know what I'm gonna draw off the pot, which makes this a little difficult. Oh, he called level 2. I think he's gonna be disappointed. Oh, Jinzo's nice. That kind of makes us not have to worry about some stuff. So what's cool now is that if we Trunade, the Demok stays because Jinzo's negating call. That's that's kind of dope. Yeah, I guess I'll just pot now. See what we draw. So yeah, he does have the goats there. Don't mill my entire deck, please. Don't mill my entire deck. Oh, come on. I have 2 targets left. I have 2 Monster Gate targets left. Okay, we're not going to mill our entire deck. And then do we have Vortex? Yeah, we've got a Vortex, so like we're just fine. Alright, we go to game 2. We didn't really see a lot of stuff from our opponent. We activated 1 reasoning and he called 2. He probably won't call 2 next game if I had to guess. Oh, we definitely like Token Thanksgiving. We like Delinquent Duo. I generally don't like True Knight and Heavy in this matchup. Just because everything they have is chainable. That's the only reason why, really. I also don't like Torrential a ton, if I'm being totally honest. Oh yeah, we have to bring in Threatening Wars. I'm being an idiot. Yeah, we'll just do this. Yeah, let's do this. This is good. I'm amazed this guy's playing 41 cards. If it was up to me, I'd play like 35, right? Like that. Here I'm just gonna call level 8. I mean, he plays the creator. I mean, you could also argue that like calling 5 would be okay in case he hits like a spell canceller. Alright, he's just playing the creator incarnate. I mean, he's also playing a lot of level 4s, I guess. Okay. What does he think I'm gonna do? DD Crow? Silent Swordsman level 5. Okay. This is, And Silent Swordsman level 7. That's like a one-sided spell canceller, right? If I recall correctly. All right. Well, we gotta make some stuff happen. Our opponent set up a pretty decent board. I mean, we gotta out this creator somehow. He should call level 8, I'm gonna be honest. He 100% needs to call level 8 here. He called 2 again. Well, I still don't have any 2s. I don't think this guy's stream sniping, because if he was sniping, he wouldn't call level 2. So I'll just show you guys my hand now. All right, he's still calling level 2. Okay, all right. This is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand for him. I might just actually get MST. Yeah, I think I just want. I think I just want to get MST, just to like get rid of the goats or whatever this is. Yeah, it's goats. So we're definitely gonna monster gate our Sacred Crane. I don't know, maybe we could have saved the gate. Maybe I could have distributed for Spell Canceller. I don't know. I think I should have saved the gate, actually. I'm getting a little too, I'm not thinking hard enough, that's what I'm trying to say. Getting a little too, like, antsy here. Getting a little too excited because I'm very far ahead. But I think the correct play was just to meta into Gatling, activate Gatling, see what happens, and then decide what to do after. I'm kind of sequencing my plays wrong. Alright, this is starting to get ridiculous. Understand, I still have, like, 4... Yeah, I have, like, 4 targets in my deck. Alright, well, now... I'm gonna go activate Blowback first, target the creator, and if it succeeds, I'm just gonna save my meta. If it fails, okay, so it succeeded. Yeah, and then... Yeah, so here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go attack, attack, and then main phase 2, tribute for Spell Canceller, set, say go. I mean, he could play, like, I don't know, like Soul of Purity and Light. He could play that. It could just be, like, kind of like a light-based build. Oh, he's just gonna drop, like, a Chaos Monster. I could have roared, actually. Maybe I should have roared. I mean, I think we're still gonna win. Probably saving roar is the safer play. Oh, I would have just banished the blowback. I would have just banished the blowback. Because if he just puts the Sark in defense, banishes the blowback, I can't do anything. Because I can't activate spells either. Right? I mean, that's how that works. I definitely think he chose the wrong target. Okay, and then what do we do now? Oh. Sorry, I misclicked. I mean, it's funny. You could go for Ryu Senshi or Ojama King here. But I think I'll just go for Ryu Senshi. Alright. He didn't have... I don't know. Didn't have anything, I guess. What time is it? Oh, it's 12:08. Okay, guys, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I'm gonna play one more match. Let me know if you want it to be Goats or Edison. When I get back, I'll play, you know, whichever one the chat says you want me to play. Either one more match of Goats or one more match of Edison. We got 2 votes for Edison. I don't know, 3, 4 votes for Edison. Sorry, Sports Heaven, you got outvoted. And I'm not gonna play Glads. I mean, I could play Glads. I would enjoy playing Glads, but that would require me taking like an extra 10 minutes to build a Glad deck, and I don't want to do that. Oh. Oh no, I'm not playing Genesis. I hope the guy who said Genesis is trolling. You know, in Genesis, actually, they banned my Gishki deck. They banned my Gishki deck in Genesis. Like, my Gishki deck in Genesis used to be 99 points, and then they, like, gave a bunch of Gishki cards, like, 1 point, so now it's, like, 118 points. Uh... Alright, good draws. Where's the other? There it is. So yeah, we just end with 24 cards in our deck. Well, the the Squiddy videos about Gishki, it's almost at 1 million views. It's a good story, and it was a well edited video. So if you guys haven't seen that video, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I can link it in the chat. But yeah, this is such a great turn one. Such a great turn one. Oh my god, and we just have another Avarice. Uh, if our opponent had like Icarus attack plus Blackwing, that would be a really good play. He could also have Torrential. I want to go like heavy Lone Fire. I'm just thinking kind of about like the order. I don't know if he has Icarus here. This is like a really good setup. He does have Icarus. Yeah, that's really good. It's kind of a 50-50 because if we go Lone Fire first, then we don't have to like waste our heavy there. What are the lessons learned so far from the reasoning challenge? That's a good question. That's a good question. I mean, to some extent, I think it's kind of reaffirmed things that I already knew, which is that like the deck is very draw dependent, which I know sounds like a little vague, but it's when I say draw dependent, I mean in the sense that you can beat a good player if your draws are good, and you can lose to a bad player if your draws are bad. Yeah, this is very good. Having Vayu Icarus plus double Whirlwind Sirocco is insanely strong. I mean, I also learned that people aren't very good at calling reasoning levels. Although, to be fair, I think they've got like maybe a little bit better than they were like a couple of years ago. It might even be time to you could argue it might be time to start playing like the third Sacred Crane. Uh That's the foolish is really not helpful. We're probably just gonna get got. Oh, Nitro can go to 38. We can play around Kalut. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I mean, there's a lot of ways we can just still get boned here, but it is what it is. Maybe we can attack the Sirocco too. I don't know, probably better to attack the board than the Sirocco. Either way, it's a guaranteed run over. My opponent's acting like he had Kalut in hand. But yeah, if my opponent draws like a Shuro, we're just dead, right? Alright, yeah, we're just dead. Our opponent had a very good hand there. Blackwings can definitely be a tough matchup. It kind of depends on like what's their main, what's their side. I think I like Snowman Eater here. Caius is something we could side out. I feel like it can be a little too slow sometimes. Or maybe Debris Dragon. The Consecrated, it's just there as a 1-for-1 target. I think I'll just side out Debris, because Debris kind of gets countered by a lot of stuff. Debris gets countered by Oppression and Pulling the Rug. Which he probably has both. There's a decent chance he's got like 2 copies of both. Yeah, Consecrated can be... It's basically here for Blackwings and only Blackwings. I think I'll just summon Consecrated and say go. Seriously? That is so gross. That is just actually so gross. And he has Solemn. That is incredibly silly. He just has Solemn for the Treacherous, Fossil Dyna for the Consecrated. Alright, I mean... Yeah, we just can't do anything. We just actually cannot do anything. Yeah, I've had such shit luck today. 35, 47. Does he have Kalut too? Like, okay. Alright, we'll play one more, because that one was really quick. Yeah, we've had such shit luck today. We'll play one more. That was not a real match. I mean, that is a tough matchup for us, to be fair. Like, if he has, Fossil Dyna and presumably Oppression and possibly pulling the rug, it could be kind of a tough matchup. Especially post-side. But yeah, just all game he just had perfect counters to whatever we did. He had the Icarus to chain to the heavy. Fossil Dino was the only card in his deck that can attack over my 0/0 guy. The reason why it's disgusting is because Consecrated Light bricks his entire deck, except for the card that he sided in. That's why it's disgusting. Alright, well, I guess I'll activate Heavy. Maybe he's got Starlight Road. Okay, he's got Starlight Road, I guess. That's just what we're doing today, apparently. Um... I mean, he could have, like, Torrential, I guess, but... This is not how this works. Okay. Yeah, I'll just get Swap here. My opponent called me a cheater and left. Like, my opponent just called me a cheat. I didn't cheat! Oh my god. What is with people today? What is with people today? Alright, can we play one real match, please? But yeah, I asked people if they wanted Goat or Edison in the chat, and 4 people said Edison, 1 person said Goat. If you don't understand, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, my deck isn't super complicated, as long as you know what Substitute does. Alright, this is my last match, win or lose. Unless my opponent, like, just quits on turn 1 again. Yeah, I don't know why he called me a cheater. This hand's pretty bad. I mean, most of the people that I play against are... They know what they're doing. Sark for Christia is going to be tough to deal with. I mean, my opponent has no fairies in the grave so far. It's interesting he's playing like Christia and Avarice in the same deck. It's a little strange. To me, it seems like you play one or the other. Because Avarice, like, I don't know. I guess if you have like 9 fairies, you can Avarice 5 of them back. But yeah, this is a weird deck. Yeah, I don't. Our opponent's playing a very strange deck. Actually, well, let me think. Yeah, let's bounce this to our hands. Oh, and we also get an extra normal summon. That's kind of important to know. There's no reason to run Unifrog. Like, you're just adding bricks to your deck for no reason. I mean, if you want to add bricks, go add bricks, I guess, but like, how many situations have we ever been in? Again, I always think about this from the perspective of, what is it that I want to happen in actual games, right? How many games have we been in where we've had a substitute in play and we've gone, oh, damn, I really wish I could search a Unifrog in this situation. How often does that happen? It is very, very rare. Why would Unifrog be good here? I don't care what his back row is. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with this board. Thank you very much. I wonder what his back row actually is. Maybe it's like bottomless? Our opponent has 1 fairy in the grave, and Christian needs exactly 4, if I recall correctly. And, so yeah, we'll just banish the token. Banish the token and draw 2. Those 2 cards were not very good. Not very good at all. We already normaled. Oh, I can go end phase, discard Dandy, and then double sack for Titanial. That's actually not a bad play. It's not a bad play at all. So he's got 2 fairies now. Maybe we can deck him out. Probably not, though. That seems like a weird play. Why would you just... This is a little weird. Like, normally when I play Edison format, all of my opponents actually know how to play the game. This is a weird day. It is very rare to get, like, 2 Edison format opponents in a row that don't know the rules. Who knows? Maybe I've just gotten really lucky before, and this is actually just the average Edison format experience. Oh, come on. realize that I'm higher rank than I was before. I was like even lower rank a week ago, but all my opponents knew the rules. So it has nothing to do with being low rank. And it's funny, actually, in GOAT format, it's like way more common from my experience that high rank opponents don't know the rules. Maybe it's just that they know the rules, but they're lying about the rules because like they're trying to rule shark or something. That's like a possibility. But like when I play GOAT format, I actually think it's actually more common that like my opponents don't know the rules at higher rank. But yeah, like from my experience in GOAT format, the people that know the rules the best are actually people in like mid rank. People that are like, I don't know, like 500 to 800. In Edison format, I haven't really played enough to give a judgment on that. But in GOAT format, it tends to be the people at mid rank that know the rules the best. I don't know, man. This is like the first day. This is the first day that I've ever played Edison, and people just didn't really know what the basic mechanics were. And I'm sorry. Type it just to clarify what I'm doing here. I think I'll have Caius attack. Alright, so that means 1/2 that puts the third fairy in his grave. I don't know why he's... Okay, there we go. Maybe I should have had swap attack like the set monster. But yeah, we'll just bounce this to my hand and say go. I love the old Caius swap interaction, right? Where we can just keep Caiusing something every turn and then just keep bouncing it back. So yeah, let me make sure I didn't like miscount somehow. Yeah, he does in fact have 3 fairies in his grave. I think we're just gonna negate this. Well, we'll see what he targets. Yeah, we're just gonna negate. Because I want to keep this unkillable dupe frog. I definitely want to keep this unkillable dupe frog. Do I even want to charge yet? I don't know. There's not really much of a reason to use charge yet. It doesn't really accomplish anything. then we'll just declare, bounce this back to my hand, and say go. Every turn we just get to kill something for free. Oh, well, oh, this is actually really good. This is actually gonna be a bit of a problem. Yeah, charge Windmill 3 Avarice. You're 100% correct. Because he gets to Synchro for 8, and that puts the 4th fairy in his grave. And that puts the 4th fairy in his grave. Oh yeah, so he gets to go Red Dragon, blow up all my stuff, drop Christia. Yeah, I think we're actually just gonna lose now, because I just don't have an out to this. I don't have an out to this unless I top deck like a Brain Control or like a Treacherous Trap Hole. Sorry, what did he get? Did he get Honest, I assume? Oh, he got Herald. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Let's see. What? For some reason, I thought Red Dragon's attack happens at the end of the battle phase. I don't know why I thought that. But yeah, that makes it a little better than I thought. Oh, I got lucky. I got lucky. So, let me think. I want to go Brain Control. I want to go Brain Control Caius. I'm just thinking about the order that I want to do it in. Because presumably he's going to go Herald. Kill your guy. I think we want to go Brain Control the Red Dragon. Attack over. And then go swap, bounce Red Dragon, say go. I think that's the best way to do it. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Man, he had Honest too. That's really gross. Yeah, Honest plus Red Herald is pretty hard to play around. Yeah, swap can bounce from the extra. Okay, yeah, he's got me. So what can we do? I mean, Vanity's Feed seems pretty good here. Like Fader doesn't seem very good. Vortex could be okay. Our opponent plays Bottomless. Sorry, I'm just thinking, guys. I'm just thinking. Like, Econ seems good. Yeah, all the spells seem good. Uh, do I want double Vanity's Fiend? I don't know, we might. We might want double Vanity's Fiend. Probably like one Vortex. I don't think we want two Vortex, but I think we do want to have like a couple of extra outs to the potential Christia. Maybe we'll try this. Oh, now this is good. I should have asked him for a response on this, because he might have Herald. I keep forgetting that my opponent plays actual hand traps. Oh, sorry. Uh... So yeah, pretty strong opening. Very strong opening. I mean, this deck has a lot of strong openings. Milled one fairy. Yeah, we gotta stay on top of the fairy count. The correct way to sequence this is go activate Treeborn Chain MST. I don't know why he kept an MST. Our deck has like no back rows. What do we even get back? I guess we'll just get back like Quick Draw. Because I'm gonna drop Vanity's Fiends. So I'm just thinking like, okay, what's the other card that we want to have? Yeah, we'll just get Quick Draw. So yeah, this is a pretty hard board to deal with. Can't attack, can't special summon. I cannot special summon either, of course. So, you know, like banishing our Drill Warrior would be bad because then it just can't come back. But, I mean, yeah, okay. So we basically, like, just won the game on turn one. I mean, this deck does that sometimes. I'm just going to be honest. Like, sometimes you just open the nuts and it's really hard for them to do anything about it. I don't know how much I like DD Crow either. Cause like DD Crow, it's like if they have 4 fairies, we can Crow one, but then they'll just probably be able to put another in there. And our opponent plays Rekindling. I feel like DD Crow, the main value you get out of like countering Rekindling. But it could kind of also be used on Christia. I don't know. I think it's good enough to leave it in, but it's close, you know. His hand is okay. We milled 3 monsters, no Avarice. I think I'm just gonna get Lila, and I'm just gonna go like Foolish for Dandy, Cyber Valley, draw 2. I think that's probably what I want to do. Maybe we should get Raikou in case we need to kill a Christia. But Lila's probably gonna get value more quickly than Raikou will. So yeah, the tokens cannot be attributed. Or attribute summon the turn that they're summoned. I would like to go tribute for Caius, but unfortunately that would be cheating. We actually have no Treeborn in our grave. I mean, I could special swap. I could special swap just to like put a Treeborn in our grave. But then I won't have Substitute, obviously. Is that worth? Is that worth it? We can put it into play next turn. I think I'll just do this. We can also just draw like any water monster at some point, and then we can go discard, special summon, swap, normal summon, sub. Really? He didn't like synchro for Stardust or something? Okay. Could have just left the swap in play. I was thinking about that. I mean, taking 25 is not terrible, but, you know, at some point you gotta, like, be worried about, like, honest damage out of nowhere. I shouldn't have done that. He has Stardust. I mean, Herald of Orange Lake can definitely be a blowout. Oh, if he doesn't have Herald, what's, like, the bigger payoff? I mean, I am going to ask him for responses. He does play hand traps. If my opponent plays hand traps, I'm going to ask for a response. I don't understand, like, why my opponents can't just take, like, 3 seconds to just tell me they don't have a hand trap. It's like if I was playing against Blackwings or something. Okay, sure. I wouldn't ask for a response here if I was playing against Blackwings, because I know Blackwings can't really respond in any meaningful way. But my opponent is playing an actual deck with hand traps, so if he doesn't have a hand trap, I'd like to know that he doesn't have a hand trap. I feel like that's a pretty reasonable standard. Call me crazy. But yeah, if he doesn't out this Duplock this turn, I'm gonna feel pretty good about our chances. Well, close enough. What is this? 18? Okay, just making sure the... token? There we go. Oh, we have Brain now. We do have to be worried about Honest, right? Honest is the scary card. Our opponent has to attack Dupe. You know, if he attacks with anything. Okay, yeah, this is all right. This is easy actually. So what we do is we go tribute for Caius. Target the he ran over the Gorse token with Stardust. And then we go switch this to attack. And then we go special summon swap. Yeah, we have nothing to dump. I mean, he could have his own Gores. He could have his own Gores. We didn't see it, though. Oh! Well, it's too late. Because he attacked the token and I just put it in the grave. But yeah, you're right. You guys are right. But yeah, if he has Honest, we're just dead now. There's nothing we can really do about it. I mean, I guess we could have gone, like, main phase 2, brain control the token, use swap, bounce back the token. Alright, so we take 17. Our brain control can no longer be used. Oh, this is good. Sick. We gotta think how we're doing this here. I mean, we have to assume he doesn't have Honest, because if he had Honest, he could have killed this last turn. So I'm not gonna play around Honest at this point, right? So yeah, I think we just take this. I don't know what's taking this guy so long. Hey, I'm just gonna call a judge. I mean, he's refusing to resolve my card, so I don't know if he's AFK or what. Okay. It's just DuelingBook's fault. He's probably gonna reconnect in 20 seconds or whatever, because this happens to me all the time too, where it just kicks you out for no reason. But what I'm going to do here, so if we go take control of his Gores, bring back our Treeborn, tribute Treeborn for Caius, and Caius this, he's dead unless he has Honest or Herald. And then if he does have Honest or Herald, we're dead. The other alternative would be we could just tribute his Gores for our own Caius. Caius target this. And then if he has Herald, we just go Gores, run over his token, and then like we still get to play the game. So it's like, what did we do last turn? Right, last turn. Yeah, last turn we Caius'd and our opponent didn't Herald. Which means he probably didn't have Herald last turn, which means he probably doesn't have it this turn. And one of his Heralds is banished. So yeah, I think if he were to get back in time here, the correct play would just be to go for game. Let's see what he had. I'm curious. I want to see how he played game 3. I know on the replay there's like a way to skip to game 3, but I forgot how to do it. How do you skip to game 3? Someone tell me. Because I know there's a way to do it. But it's like, you have to like click on something over here. I don't know. Oh wait, this isn't the right match. Oh, this isn't the right match. This is the person who called me a cheater, I think. Oh, and now I'm just not connecting, I guess. Alright, well, I think I'm ready to call it a day. It's funny, it's like when I said, should I play Goat or Edison? Everyone in chat said Edison, and then when I started playing Edison, everyone said, why are you playing Edison? So I feel like some of my viewers just left because they didn't want to see Edison. Maybe it's just one of those things where Edison players don't mind watching Goat format, but Goat format players don't want to watch Edison. Maybe it's one of those. And I know there's some way to skip to the next game. Oh, here it is. Alright, I want to see what he had. Then after that, I'm going to call it a day. Yeah, I think this is reasonable here. Yeah, the Gores almost won him the game, and he had it in his opening. It's actually, that play was interesting. I thought he was just going to synchro for Stardust and try to attack the token. And if he did that, I would have econed and turned the Stardust to defense so that I have the token to tribute for Substitute. But he actually played around my econ, which is an interesting choice. And I don't know why like people keep in like heavy against me. Like I have almost no back rows that this deck sets. Why did he also not activate Sark? I don't understand that either. Why would you just not use Sark? And then, yeah, like, if he had Herald here, it would have been really brutal. But then we would have just Gorsed on the attack and then Caius next turn, which I thought was a pretty decent follow-up. Like, if he had Herald, I felt like, okay, it's not great, but I probably won't lose either. Yeah, my opponent just straight up cheated here. He tried to act like he was attacking twice with Stardust. That's kind of wild. My opponent just actually attacked twice with Stardust, and I just didn't see it. But I'm just so good that I'm like, you know what? I can just win without this Gores token. But yeah, we should have just had like an 1800 body right here. And yeah, that Gores is really sick. I don't know why he just didn't activate Sark, though. But yeah, his hand is just all bricks. So yeah, he just does that. Here it goes, boom, boom. Yeah. We take 17. We can't activate Brain. And then we just top deck Econ like absolute masters, and we just go for game. I thought I was going to lose. I thought we were going to lose to like a Herald or an Honest at some point, but he just didn't have it. Yeah. All right, that's it. All right, I'm calling it a day. I mean, we did play a lot of GOAT format, to be fair. We did play a lot of GOAT format. And I actually lost like my first match at Edison in a long, long time. But it is what it is. Okay, I will probably be here tomorrow. You know, same time. You know, we'll see. I plan on streaming tomorrow. I don't know. I feel like I need to change something in my Reasoning Gate deck. I don't know what it is. Good question. Is Reasoning Gate good at... There might be some sort of Reasoning Gate deck in Edison. I can't think of... Because in Edison format, Dimension Fusion is banned. Hold on. Let me actually just real quick. Let me just... Yeah, so Dimension Fusion is banned. Sork is at 1. I mean, you could try to play something with Reasoning, but I'm just trying to think, like, what's the payoff, right? Like, okay, you've got, like, D-Muck. You could play, like, Dark Arm Dragon. But... Oh, wait, Monster Gate is limited in Edison? Reasoning and Gate are limited in Edison? Oh, and... Oh, yeah, you're right, D-Muck is banned. You're right. Okay, so yeah... Like, every single thing in the deck is, like, banned or limited, right? Like, man, I forgot. Reasoning and Gate were at 1 in Edison. You can play Library FTK in Edison, but it's not very good. It's very, very inconsistent. Yeah, and Goats is at 1. Goats is at 1 is also huge. So yeah, it's like... You can't exactly play a Reasoning Gate deck when both cards are limited to 1. I mean, you could play them just because you feel like playing them, but yeah, there's not some big payoff. I mean, ironically enough, like, the biggest Reasoning Gate payoff in Edison is this card. Right? Because if you just go, like, activate Reasoning, mill a bunch of wolves, they just all come into play for free. Which is kind of cool. So, like... In theory, I think you could play like a 1 of Reasoning and Lightsworn and just like hope to get lucky, but that's not exactly like a Reasoning Gate deck. Like, I think you could just play a normal Lightsworn deck with like a normal-ish Lightsworn deck with like 1 Reasoning. And like the Reasoning also skips past Judgment Dragon, and then you can like basically mill Judgment Dragon off your Reasoning, get it back with like Monster Reincarnation or Beckoning Light. So I think, like, Reasoning... Yeah, like, it skips past Wolf, right? Like, it skips past Wolf just the same way it skips past Chaos Sorcerer. So, like, I do think you could play, like, a 1 of Reasoning and Lightsworn. Maybe even Monster Gate, but I'm not sure. But the problem is you're playing, like, Reasoning and Monster Gate and Lightsworn. That makes, like, Raikou pretty bad. So, like, you could probably only play, like, 1 Raikou in a Lightsworn list that runs Reasoning. No, I mean, like in the formats before Edison, Reasoning Lightsworn actually is a thing. Like, it's just hard because, like, around the time that Lightsworn came out, there were, like, a lot of other powerful decks, too. So for, like, a long time in Lightsworn's history, it wasn't good just because there was more powerful stuff you could use. But yes, I absolutely played Reasoning, and Wolf, like, in a deck. Like, I'm trying to think what would be, like, the best format. I'm trying to remember what format. But I legitimately did play a deck that was, like, kind of like a Reasoning Gate Diamond Dude Turbo style deck. And it played, like, 3 Wolf, 3 Reasoning, 3 Solar Recharge, and, like, maybe, like, 2 Lila or something. And it's actually a pretty decent deck. And even in, like perfect circle format, if you like wait until some of the like newer cards come out, I would argue that like after like Plasma and Phantom of Chaos get released, Diamond Dude Turbo is like probably like the best deck in perfect circle format. And then even in like Return Dad format, Diamond Dude Turbo is probably still one of the best decks. But like then if you wait until Lightsworn comes out, then you like also have to deal with Glad Beast, and now all of a sudden it's like a totally different format, and like what's good changes because the meta shifts a lot. And then obviously like in Teledad format, Teledad is so strong that like you just can't really play Lightsworn. I did play Lightsworn in Teledad format IRL, but it was a very like uphill battle. It is not like the deck that I would play if I had access to the whole card pool. Um, and then after Teledad format, well, then you have Darkstrike Fighter format, and then it's hard to play Reasoning Lightsworn because like everyone else is killing you with Darkstrike Fighter. So, but who knows? Maybe like in Darkstrike Fighter format, there's some sort of Lightsworn deck you could brew that plays like 3 Reasoning. Was Reasoning still at 3 in Darkstrike Fighter format? I don't know. You guys gotta look it up. But anyways, I'm calling it a day. I do think we need to change some stuff in this main deck, though. I might actually take Chris's advice and play Reckless Greed. Because I feel like this deck isn't fast enough. Like, I wish we had more card draw. Card destruction can work, but I feel like Reckless Greed could be better. I don't think Reasoning got limited in 2007. Oh no, it definitely didn't get limited in 2007 because like in 2008 like you just had full-blown Diamond Dude Turbo. It might have got limited in Teledad format. I don't know. Let's look it up. Now I'm just kind of curious. Oh, or actually like Yu-Gi-Oh! Wikia might be a better source for when it got limited. Uh, Hold on. Where's like the full list? Oh, I might play 3 Cranes. I talked about possibly playing 3 Cranes today. Is there not like a page for just... Hold on, maybe if we just search Reasoning, it'll tell us when it got limited. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to play, like, Reasoning and Monster Gate and Quick Draw. First of all, like, I think if you're playing Quick Draw in Edison, playing the Frog Engine is mandatory. Like, you can play Frogs without Quick Draw, but you can't play Quick Draw without Frogs. Like, Frogs just makes the entire combo just, like, so much better. Um, but yeah, let me see, like, in September '09 was Reasoning limited. Yeah, Reasoning wasn't even limited in 2009. So yeah, you could definitely play, like, some cool stuff. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. You could definitely play Triple Reasoning and Teledad. And even in March 2009, you could play Triple Reasoning, Triple Gate. No, it did not get hit in 2008. Again, Diamond Dude Turbo with 3 Reasonings, 3 Monster Gate was literally a top tier deck in 2008. So, like, I don't think it got hit. It might have actually not gotten hit until exactly Edison format. Or maybe it was September. No, yeah, I think Edison format was the first format that they limited reasoning. Wait, hold on. Where's... Oh. Oh, sorry, I was looking at banned cards at first. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, reasoning is limited by Lightsworn format. And then it was also... Oh, it's also limited in March 2009. So I think March 2009 was probably the first format that they hit it. I don't think it was limited. It might have been... Okay, they limited it for Teledad format. Yeah, Teledad format was the first format that they hit it. Because if you go back to March, reasoning was not on the list at all. And Diamond Dude Turbo was actually a top tier deck at this time. Maybe not the best deck. You could argue it wasn't the best deck, but it was top tier. Like, if you look at the deck list, you'll see decks with triple reasoning, triple gate, right? Like, there's no gate here either. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. Yeah, Teledad format was the first format they hit it. Teledad format was, like, weird because they, like, hit a bunch of cards that were just power corrupt by Teledad, and then Teledad just became the only playable deck because they just hit everything except Teledad. Well, they didn't hit Glad Beasts either, but you know what I mean. Alright, I'm calling it a day. See you guys